Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here with a brand new week of the Cabral Concept. We are here today on episode 2054. Can't wait to get into our Mindset and Motivation Monday, 6 years of taking you through how to rewire the mind, recondition that nervous system for more in life, meaning more success, more happiness, more service to others, better relationships, better health, better wellness, better body transformation, all of the things that we are looking for in life. And always remember that no matter what the topic of this particular show may be, is that you're going to be able to apply it in your life in your own unique way. We are people that, although all human beings all have unique attributes, all have unique goals, and honestly, we're all on a little bit different journey. So my journey right now is certainly different than it was 25 years ago when I was a really sick kid. And yours might still be hardship right now, but there's no doubt about it that you're going to make it through that time and into much better times. And if you're in better times right now, it doesn't mean that you'll never struggle again. That's certainly part of life. That's always been part of life. It's always been written about, whether you look at Buddhism or you look at any major religion, you look at Ayurvedic-based philosophy in the Vedas, then you can see that. But the good news is this, is that there is this period of prosperity in life that we can all get to and that we all deserve. And how I look at it as that it's just not handed to you. It's something that I think I've just come to accept it now. It's like you can think about it, you can hope for it, but there's more to it than that. There's just much more to it than that. And I've spoken about that on previous shows because you actually need to embody it. And I can't make that the theme of today's show because today is a different topic. But I do want you to understand, I would love you to go back. Just go to stephencabral.com/podcast. Just click on the Mindset and Motivation Monday category. And here's why, is that it's very difficult to achieve a goal unless you embody it, unless you are that goal, unless you believe that you are worthy and deserving of that goal. Now that, again, this is not today's topic. So if you've never heard that before, if you don't fully understand it, I want you to go back, check out those previous shows on that particular topic. But today I want to teach you that once you believe, once you feel that you are worthy, once you believe that you deserve to have whatever the goal is, whether it's the weight loss, the body transformation, the getting healthy, the weight gain, which I'll talk about here today, whether it's better relationships, a better career, a second career, more spirituality in your life, more connectedness, whatever it is, we need to get you to believe. But I'll tell you this, and this is part of today's show, is that believing sometimes comes with action. And I wouldn't say just sometimes, because there were many points in my life where I didn't necessarily believe I could get well, that I could get healthy, that I could start to heal my body, or that I could even have my own career and run my own business and all these different things. I didn't necessarily believe that. I certainly didn't in my early 20s, because I remember having conversations with my dad and I said, hey, here's what I'm looking to accomplish. And they were such small dreams. I mean, they really were. They look back and they were small dreams, but back then they were what I thought I could achieve, right? Because I just was not in that position yet to even understand. But what I started to do was I started to work the process. So although I didn't believe yet, what I started to do was read and research and then start to implement just little by little. And then I realized, if you do a little bit of work from a formula that's always been proven to work, like a blueprint that someone else has already established that you want, right? So you're copying their success, you start to accomplish a little something. And you're like, this actually works. I'm not all the way to my goal yet, but okay, there's something to this. And then as you start to do that, you actually start to believe, listen, if I put in the work, it doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight, but I'm getting closer to my goal, closer than I was yesterday. or last week or last month. And so you start to understand that you are worthy, you do deserve it, and you deserve it even more when you start to work towards it. So what I want to share with you here today is a really simple formula for implementing the blueprint. So if you don't know what your blueprint is, honestly, you just need to reach out and find that human being that you believe in that has the answer to what you are looking for. And maybe, just maybe, it won't be that person, the first person, but you'll learn something and you'll be well on your way. For example, I didn't get well the very first practitioner I went and met with, but I learned something. And then I met the next one and I learned a lot and I started to get better. And then I went to the next one and I learned a lot and I started to get better, right? It's a lot like diet plans. Well, the first one didn't work. It doesn't mean that a diet plan is not going to work for you. It just means that it was most likely a fad diet. It's a marketing-based diet, which there's so many out there right now. And they just fooled you, right? They fooled you with marketing, but you learned something because there was something to it, meaning like you learned to lose a little bit of weight in a short period of time, but you gained it back. Okay, because there was no long-term plan in place. That's what most of these fail to see, but you learned something. So what we want to understand is that life is all about moving forward, progressing, not necessarily accomplishing anything and everything in one day. So how I look at it is find the plan, find the blueprint. If you want a certain career, mentor, study under the person that's already currently doing it. Study what they do. They're showing you what they do every single day with their life, right? And then if you want health, follow the health-based blueprint. Weight loss, follow the weight loss. Weight gain, follow the weight gain. Spirituality, find a spiritual-based mentor. Read a spiritual-based book. Same with relationships, okay? So we can do this. You can do this. No doubt about it. Now let's move to how do we accomplish this? Well, I interviewed the author of the 12-week year. I also have done 3 shows on the 12-week year, and I'll be doing another one, which I do every single year at the end of December of this year. But you have to understand is that goals are best accomplished in 90-day sprints. What does that mean? Well, it means that you break the year down because the year is so huge, right? It's 12 months. It goes by quick. The older you get, the faster it goes by. As a kid, I can remember taking forever to get to my birthday or to summer or to Christmas, right? But when you're an adult, well, to me, it seems like Christmas just happened. It seemed like the last summer just went by so quick, like all these different things. So we start to look at life a little bit differently. We can see how quickly life moves. The problem is with setting year-long goals, when you set year-long goals, you give yourself the whole year, which means for the first quarter, half of the year, not a lot happens because you're like, I've got time, plenty of time. But we know that's not the truth because we are now entering our last 90-day sprint of the year. Believe it or not, this show is coming out on September 20th. So here's the thing. 3 months from now. So you get all of September till October, till November 20th to December 20th. That's it. That is it. Because trust me, those last 2 weeks of the year, not a lot's being accomplished. You're really looking to set yourself up for the next year, for 2022, believe it or not, right? So here's what I want you to do. Understand that we are now in that last 90-day sprint of the year. So the year is best laid out in 4 quadrants. And that is 4 3-month sprints, 4 90-day sprints. I'm going to link up that podcast here today. Go to stevencabral.com/2054. I'll link up my interview with the 12-week year author, Brian Moran. And I will also link up my previous 12-week year show or shows. So you'll want to check that one out because I'm not going to explain all of that here today, but what I want you to do is realize that this is it. This is your last 12 weeks, your last 90-day sprint of the year. So we need to make it happen. But remember, by calling it a sprint is not really doing it justice because you can't sprint for 90 days. That's too long, right? That's too long of a sprint. So what we do is we walk, sprint, just like a marathon, right? Or I should say just like interval training. But here's the thing. With your walk, here's what it means. Walk, keep walking every single day. walking, moving, doing a little something, not a lot of something, that would be a sprint, a little something every single day. And then you go into these bursts, we get more done. Okay, now, but we're still moving forward every single day on our goals. Remember, if you just tune into the last 2 weeks shows, 2040 and 2047, the one superpower everyone should be taking advantage of, and how to wake up earlier and get more accomplished. Definitely tune into those shows, because I literally showed you how anyone can get back 60 to 90 minutes a day. Now, if you take that over the course of a month, we're looking at like a full work week, right? So get in that time. So they're really, really important to me that you make sure that you're getting in that time, all right? So at least 5 hours to 10 hours a week, right around that vicinity, you'll be able to get back into your life, and that's 20 to 40 hours per month. I mean, you get so much done in that time to move forward towards your goal. So the last thing that I want to share with you is that you need to select your goal. Now, I know that for 2021, you might have set a lot of goals. You might have said, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, and you've got a lot of great things, and they're all great. But here's the thing. You can end the year not accomplishing any of those, or you can pick one that's really important to you. That's what I want you to do right now. I want you to select one. Even if you listen to this show some other period of time, right? Next year, 2 years from now, 2025, I want you to select one goal for the next 90 days. If they haven't all been coming to true anyways, you might as well get one done. What's one that you can get done that if you get that done, probably other areas of your life are going to get that much better as well. So select one that's really important to you, one that if you didn't accomplish it this year, that if you didn't finish that goal this year, that you might be a little disappointed, all right? So set up a big why. Why do you need to accomplish this, right? Why do you need to make it happen through the end of this year? Now, again, if you've been doing this for a while and you just needed this show as a little bit of a motivation, and you are someone that's used to getting things done, used to accomplishing a lot of goals, you can definitely set more, right? I've got one basically in all different areas of my life for the next 90 days. That's typically how I do it. Don't do that unless you've been doing this for a long period of time. I've been doing this now for about 10 years, setting these very specific 12-week year type goals. I want you to choose one. So what would some of those be, right? What would some be that could dramatically change your life? Well, the first one is this. We always do in our practice, our health-based practice, help people lose weight, help them get well, help them live longer. Why do we choose weight loss? Well, honestly, if your body's 20 to 30 pounds or more overweight, everything is more challenging in life in terms of quality of life. Let me explain that. Again, this is not of offense. I'm not trying to be offending to anyone out there. I'm actually just trying to help. Here's the thing. When you are 20 or 30 pounds more overweight, you have higher levels of inflammation. It's automatic. You have higher levels of inflammation. You have higher levels of estrogen. You typically have more fatigue, more brain fog, and you have more comorbidities. That means higher degree of cholesterol, higher degree of blood pressure, higher degree of type 2 diabetes, and of course, with that obesity, cancer can follow. So that doesn't mean you have any of those or all of those. It just means that there's a higher risk factor. My goal is to get you super healthy. And if you're super healthy, then your body can't be overweight. I'm not saying that you need to be 12% body fat. That's not my goal for you. My goal for you is health. But if we help people lose that 20, 30 pounds, you don't even need to be, again, like I'm not even talking about flat stomach abs. I'm just talking about healthy BMI, right? That's all that I'm talking about. Because if we can get you there, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to have so much more energy. Your sleep's going to improve. If you have sleep apnea, that's going to start to get better. You'll have less insulin resistance, better hormone levels. Everything's going to get better. There's no doubt about it. And then, so that's first. Then you can obviously move on to wellness. What do you need to fix? Do you have gut issues? Do you have bloating? Do you have gas? Do you have brain fog? Do you have thyroid issues? Do you have autoimmune? Okay, if you've already lost the 20, 30 pounds, good. Move on to the next. Get well. Start a program like the CBO protocol. Lasts exactly 12 weeks. If you do something like the functional medicine detox, 21 days. And then you'll move on to Fallosity if you need to do weight loss. Okay, you can do that. You can do any program in the world. I can't vouch for every program in the world. People are like, well, what about this program? Like, I don't know. And I also don't know if it's going to change a year from now. So I can't give it my full stamp of approval, right? But if I always give you exactly what things should look like, right? Okay, 7 to 9 servings of vegetables per day, a couple servings of fruit within that 7 to 9, right? Lower glycemic berries, especially if you're trying to lose weight. So all of those things have been laid out for you on the previous 2,000 shows and podcasts before. But I want you to just, again, you can even hire a health coach, hire an integrative health practitioner, hire a personal trainer, maybe someone that's going to keep you accountable once a week, a couple times a week, whatever it might be, to get you on track to your goals. Because you say, hey, if I accomplish this, then I get the momentum going. Okay, then I'm going to stick with it, right? So that's one way to look at it as well. The other thing is this: if you're looking to improve your career, relationships, spirituality, read. Honestly, read. You can read 1 to 2 books a month, no problem, if you just go back and you check out my 2 previous shows on the one superpower that everyone has and how to wake up earlier. There's just no doubt about it. If you read 30 minutes a day, 10 upon waking, 10 minutes at lunch, 10 before bed, if you have to split it up, because if you only have everybody's 10 minutes, trust me, you can wake up 10 minutes earlier, right? There's no doubt about it. You can get 10 minutes before bed, you can get 10 minutes at lunch for most people. And if you can't get it at lunch, 15 minutes upon waking, 15 minutes before bed, I'm not going to let you off the hook, all right? So here's the thing. If you just read for 30 minutes a day total, however you want to find the 30 minutes, you read a book a month, okay? So it's 10 pages per day, 3 pages per page, 3 minutes per page. So that's a book a month minimum. Now, let's say if you found an hour a day to read, okay? 20 minutes upon waking, 20 minutes at lunch, 20 minutes before bed, or 30 in the morning, 30 before bed. Now you read 2 books a month. At the end of 12 weeks, you've read 6 books. So you can read easily 3 books, 1 book a month. So 3 to 6 books on one topic, you can get so much learning, so much knowledge in the next 3 months. If you want to become, again, you think about becoming a real estate agent for 2022. Think about becoming, I can't even think about that many jobs out there, but think about other jobs that take some type of certification or learning. You can do a lot in 12 weeks. You can certainly pass to become a certified health coach, an integrative health practitioner, level 1. Absolutely. What is it? 30 minutes a day. Monday through Friday, 30 minutes a day, or on the weekend if you don't have any time Monday through Friday, but I know you can find that 30 minutes because I already carved it out for you, right? 15 minutes upon waking, 15 minutes before bed, or 30 minutes upon waking, right? 30 minutes before bed. You can find that time if it's important enough to you. So you have to go back to your why. Become level 1 certified within the next 12 weeks. You're good to go. Now you're a certified health coach. So there are things that you can do. You can start to build, you can have a new website built in the next 12 weeks. You can write your about page. You can write your services page. Again, if you're a health coach, I can only think about health. That's all. That's my entire profession, my entire world, right? My entire life. So you can do all these things. They can be done. Set up your social media. You can start to write a book. You can create a podcast. You can do whatever it is that speaks to you in that 12-week period of time. Just a little personal example. Again, I have one for family and my relationships. I definitely have that in there. I've got one for my work, my career, what I'm looking to do. One in every different area. There's no doubt about it. But one for me in terms of body transformation, I haven't. So I know on this show many times I've always said before, like and my wife was actually joking around with me last night because I weigh myself now. Again, you don't have to weigh yourself every day. I decided to weigh myself to keep myself accountable. So I'm weighing myself each day. And again, if you always want to be your heaviest, you're going to weigh yourself at the end of the day. If you always want to see the lightest weight, you'll weigh yourself in the beginning of the day. So I'm weighing myself at the end of the day because my goal is actually to put on some more muscle. So I haven't cared for a long time since I would say mid to late 20s about having a lot more muscle on my body. So I walk around about 5'8", about 164 to 167 pounds every single day, staying pretty lean, and it's a good weight for me. Feel healthy, feel energetic, feel great, But, and that's with exercising, again, staying lean, being able to do whatever I want, swim, bike, run, lift weights, hang out, play with my girls, run circles around people, all those different things. I'm kidding. So, that's what I liked, but I wanted to give myself a bigger goal. So I had the sprint triathlon over the summer, fall. For various reasons, I wasn't able to complete the last one because of a move in location. I'll talk about that more on a future show. But what I want to do is put on about 8 pounds. So I want to get about 8 pounds heavier, but I want that to be muscle. So since I've been lifting weights now for about 25 years, you can't just put on 8 pounds of muscle necessarily overnight, but what you can do is begin to manipulate your nutrition, the types of exercises you're doing, the volume. I'll be talking about that on a future show. I think that show is coming up as well. Let's see. It's actually coming up this Thursday. So if you want to hear just 5 things that I'm going to implement in order to put on more muscle quickly, and I want you to hold me accountable because I want to reach this goal within about the next 6 to 12 weeks maximum. I would say I'll be able to do it right around the 8-week to 10-week mark. Healthy way, not putting on extra body fat. That is my goal. So I have a fun little goal in there. And again, my wife's joking around with me. She's like, you've weighed the same weight for the last decade. Why would you try to put on more weight, more muscle? And I just said, it's simply a goal. It gives me a reason when I go to the gym Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I do some pool swims on the weekend. Why I'm doing it? Again, I'm doing it to stay healthy, but here's a reason why. Okay, this is what I'm going to accomplish. So again, I have many goals in each different area of my life, but this is one that I'm kind of locked on. It reinvigorates me to get back to the gym, right? To enjoy those workouts and also switch up my workouts. So the workouts that I'm doing right now are actually going to be a little bit more and heavier compound movements. And that's fun. That's going to be fun for me to get back to barbell squats, barbell Romanian deadlifts, which I haven't done for a long time. So I shouldn't say a long time. We're talking about, I don't rotate them in my program as often as I used to. I usually use more dumbbells, bands, or cables now. So I'm excited about it. Again, hopefully you understand is that the energy you have in which you relate to your goal is going to allow you to move through every single day of the week, because even though I might only be working out 4 or 5 days a week, I need to eat like I want to put on that 8 pounds of muscle every single day of the week. So again, we're walking every single day towards our goal for the next 90 days. And then boom, sprint when you're putting in those 30 minutes a day reading, the 60 minutes a day reading, all those different things. But your mind is always focused on moving forward towards that goal. So pick one goal, make it happen. Let me know what it is. Can't wait to hear from you. And of course, if this show is helpful, please do feel free to share it with anyone else you believe it could serve. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning into today's show. It was a real pleasure being able to spend these past 20 minutes or so with you. And before you go, I want to make sure that you are always up to date on what we have going on over at Equalife, which is our integrative health, functional medicine-based virtual company, helping people all over the world in order to be able to rebalance their body, get to the root cause of what they're suffering from, and then go on to live the life that they love. So what I want to do is just share with you really simply, we're giving away one of the most popular products we have in order to boost the immune system, keep your immune system healthy all fall and winter long. And that is a functional medicine zinc. That means it's functional medicine formulated. So it's formulated to actually work. It's formulated to have the exact dosage that it says in the bottle, and it's been third-party tested. So we are giving you a 25 milligram zinc picolinate product called FM Zinc, completely free on us. It is 60 capsules, so it will last you 2 months. This is a $30 value, completely free on all qualifying orders over $129. And yes, this ships worldwide. Head on over to StephenCabral.com/zinc for this particular offer. Again, that's StephenCabral.com/zinc and get your free bottle while supplies last.